So, back for another VGC guide, and this time we are looking at Basculegion. Yes, that is an S ranking. This thing is going to be busted. Trust. That's the set that everyone's going to start off with, and this is a good set. Don't get me wrong, this is a brilliant set. This is going to be able to sweep some things in the range. Just pair this with Pelipper, you're basically sorted. But adaptability is where it's at if you don't have a Pelipper. This is going to be really, really strong. Adaptability getting effectively a second stab on top of your already stab, so 2 times instead of 1.5. That turns these moves into KOs. Like, for example, Last Respect, just 1 KO. If they've taken 1 KO, you now Oko Cresselia. Almost nothing Oko's Cresselia. This thing does. Even if you just get 1 KO, then the Choice Band adaptability allows you to KO Cresselia. That's pretty strong, and Last Respects keep stacking. If you're getting down to just Basculegion to the last Pokemon, they've taken 3 KOs, Last Respects will Oko literally everything that's not a normal type. It's going to be incredibly strong. Adaptability is going to push this into so many KOs. Like Wave Crash, Last Respects, loads of KOs. Adaptability, Choice Band, Acrojet. That's going to pick things off at like 50%. That's going to be incredibly strong as well. Basically, this last slot is just whatever you want. Terra Electric seems pretty cool, because if you're Choice Banded, choice locked into a move, doesn't really matter that you're turning into a different type, because adaptability doesn't really interact very well with Terra typing. It does when you turn into the type you actually want to be going for, and that's why it's good on a choice Pokemon. So just Terra Electric, just being able to like Oko Urshifu would be really nice as well. This bulk is also really good. I think it's one of the main things why this is going to be better than the Houndstone was. Like, this is faster than the Houndstone, stronger than Houndstone, and bulkier than Houndstone. That's probably one of the main reasons why. But yeah, it's also going to be able to survive a lot of things. Like, for example, it outspeeds Choice Scarf Landorus if you're in Tailwinds, which you do want to be. The attack investment was so that you can Oko Cresselia if you've just taken 1 KO. And then it's just basically optimized bulk between the defense and the special defense. So it's going to be able to survive a lot of things. Like, that's very good bulk. Pair this with like Intimidates and Screens and all that, you're going to struggle to KO this. And then when you do eventually manage to KO Pokemon, then this is going to clean up with Last Respects. This is going to be very strong. It's got competition in Rapid Strike Urshifu, but if you want another fighting type on your team, then Basculegion would be the way to go as well. I'll also point out that this counters opposing Urshifu very well. That's another reason why I think this would be S rather than A. If it didn't just hard wall opposing Urshifu, I'd have probably put it A. But the S ranking is pushed over the edge because of the fact you are immune to close combat, you resist the surging strikes, you easily 1v1 opposing Urshifu, and that's going to be one of the best Pokemon in the game. So yeah, this is going to be very strong. There are a couple of alternatives. Assault Vest is going to be very reasonable because you're going to be able to bulk yourself out even further, making it even more difficult to KO. If they've taken like 2 or 3 KOs, Last Respects is still Okoing most things, even if you're not Choice Banded. So just being able to switch up your moves while still being able to have a lot of bulk thanks to the Assault Vest, that could be pretty reasonable as well. You're going to be noticeably weaker than the Choice Band one, but you're still going to be pretty strong. So this is definitely worth considering as well. Also, it's just fast enough for running a Choice Scarf, because that is just enough to outspeed a Dragapult with a Choice Scarf. Really nice. So Wave Crash and Last Respects you should always have anyway. Phantom Force is going to be a good way of breaking Protects, because if you got something that's slower than Basculegion, you can guarantee that slot is KO'd. If you go for a Phantom Force and Protect, then the next turn Phantom Force hits and breaks Protect if they do go for it, and then follow up KO. It's going to be really nice. Also, Icy Wind, spamming Icy Wind from a Choice Scarf, that will be a good alternative for Basculegion. If it's not going to be able to pick up the KOs, it can turn into a supported Pokemon because it will be faster and be able to Icy Wind spam. And yeah, this is the set that obviously people are going to use because of Pelipper, but adaptability is where it's at. Trust.